I want justice.
What is up, chocolatiers? Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about, I almost said Alex Cross. That's that movie with Tyler Perry. It's awful. It's still based on the same thing. We're talking about Cross Season 2. Now, Cross Season 2 is directly kind of sort of taking place after Season 1. They're kind of going the Reacher route where they're like, hey, we're taking a random book and we're just, putting it out for the season, okay? And base the season around it. And so this season is a lot better than Season 1. So going back to my review of Season 1, which I'm sure a lot of people didn't see of that. I don't even actually know if I posted it on here. But basically, Season 1 I really enjoyed. I thought the villain was really cool. I thought Cross as a character was really cool. I just think the family dynamic plot and his love interest and all other stuff was kind of weak and holding it down. And I also think that, a lot of the action scenes and stuff, I think it was just kind of an overall good show, but kind of a weak first season. And Season 2 heard those complaints, and they fixed this for the better. They brought in a few more talent, so now you've got characters like Matthew Lillard, who's in this show now, or at least for just this season. You've got, I wouldn't say a better villain, but you have a really good villain in this one. They kind of removed like that, no offense, the boring plots of having his kids and this and that. And I get it. It's a home. It's a man at home is a working man. I understand. Okay. But it always bogged down the show. Like, where we'd have episodes like where the kids are fighting, or we're having him talk about Nana Mama or something going on. And I'm just like, what's going on with this case? Because that's what I'm here for. And so this show does that. You have a killer who is targeting these rich men, and technically women at some points. And she has like this target list, and she has like these cool tattoos like on her back. And like there's like I don't want to spoil it. There's a reason why she's doing this. And there's a bunch of twists and turns of like why she's doing this and like why the people that she's killing are targeted and stuff like that. And of course you have Alex Cross on the case. This season improves, like I said, on a lot of things by removing some of those things that bogged it down. They also fixed their lighting. Season 1 is so dark. You would have thought it was a Batman show. I couldn't see what was going on. It's like the final season of Game of Thrones. This season says, hey, let's tweak that up. New cinematographer. I don't know. It could be the same. It could be the same one. Budget. Something happened. They got a new camera. It looks better. I don't care what happened. It looks better. I can see what's going on now. You got scenes out in the daytime. Cool. Matthew Lillard joins the cast. I love him so much. That's my GOAT. Matthew, awesome in this show. Awesome. You have this dynamic with Alex and this FBI agent woman. Awesome. Cool. Liking that. Like I said, new villain. That's the thing this show's consistent about. All the villains so far have been great. I would give them 10s across the board. I like their reasons by their doing stuff. This one even more so. This one's more like a vigilante. Like what she's doing is kind of for the greater good, and she's also trying to get some vengeance. But at the same time, what she's doing is still kind of messed up. And yeah, I really overall enjoyed this season a lot more than Season 1. But with that, there are some caveats. There are some complaints about Season 2. So let's get to that real quick before I keep on glazing this show, because it's very, very good this time around. I'm glad it got renewed for Season 3. So, complaint number 1 kind of up on the board. This finale. I did not like this. I did not. I liked how, I'll put it like this. I liked how it wrapped up. I think that overall, the way it ends, the storylines we close this, now whatever the storylines we kind of open for Season 3, I like the way all that stuff was tied in. Nice little bow. It was all cute. Cool. I just don't like that you kind of, I'm not going to spoil anything, so I'm going to take back what I was going to say. But you kind of, it's one of those things like, okay, take you back. Take you back, primetime CW. Remember The Flash? Remember how like that season, remember he goes back in time to like save his mom, he stops from dying. And then like the direct season after that, after the finale, you waited a whole year. And you're sitting there, you're ready, you're like, oh, run, Barry, run. And you would tune in. And Cisco would be like, we got him! 5 minutes in. And then like he's fighting like some random dude in episode 1. And you're like, what? and like the plot's resolved. That's what happens in the finale, basically, without spoiling anything. It's almost like the desolation of Smaug. Remember when The Hobbit did that? That's another good example I can give you, where it's like, oh my god, the dragon's coming. They're like the first 5 minutes of the last movie they did, the Battle of the Five Armies, whatever that one's called. They were like, the dragon's dead. All that hype. I was like, oh, we could have just finished this in the last movie. And that's what this feels like. It feels like we could have wrapped everything up in 7 episodes if you just gave it an extended runtime. Maybe some episodes had an extra 5-10 minutes. Could have easily wrapped that up then. At least wrapped up that story, and maybe this episode been a little bit shorter. It was weird. It also does not tonally feel like any other episode. I don't know if somebody else directed that one or whatever. I have a lot of problems with the finale. Outside of that, episode 1 through 7, goated. I think they're really, really good. I would say my other problems kind of lie in the fact that the cops this season, including Alex Cross, are some of the dumbest people I've ever seen in my life. Even though I still like the show and I understand it's a cop show, you might think, hey, that doesn't make a lot of sense. You shouldn't like it then. I do, okay? I still appreciate the character, still like it. My problem is with what I mean by acting dumb. There's so many times where they have this villain dead to rights. Like, when I say dead to rights, they're as close as I am to this camera. And oh no, she got away. Pull out your gun. Shoot her. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, at one point, I'll go on and give you this. It's a little light spoiler. One point, the killer at the close to the finale, and actually I think it might have been the finale, is holding someone like this with gunpoint. They're not even directly behind them. They're on the side. They're holding them like this. It's like, dude, shoot her. Okay, cool. You don't want to risk the person getting shot? Okay, cool. The dude gets pushed down. She starts running. Shoot her. Somebody stop her. What are we doing? And it's very unrealistic in that fact, because I don't know if you've seen the modern day world. We're not going to sit there and be like, no, they're gonna shoot. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. There were so many times I'm like, why did we not stop her? Or like so many times like a character will like be, like I said, about this close in front of me, they'll open a door, like somebody open a door and they're like, damn, we lost her. If we don't keep checking, like, they just stop. And I'm like, what are you doing? Stuff like that pisses me off. They happen a lot in a lot of finales of these episodes where I'm like, we really didn't get this. Like, even like that, at one point in the show, they actually find out, I think it's like episode 3 or 4, they find out who this person is. And they go to her house and they go, we could arrest you. But we're not. There's also so many times, this one really pissed me off, where they know this woman is going to, like, for example, at one point it's a wedding. They know, they're like, oh, she's going to be here killing people. We have all these FBI agents. We have all the regular, like, you know, PD officers. Everybody's here. It's like 1,000 cops. Somehow she gets away with it and runs out into the woods. There's no vehicle. Stop. Somebody stop her, please. It's just so many times I'm like, at this point, like, y'all need to be fired. Y'all need to be, like, y'all suck at y'all's jobs. There's even one other time, too, where, like, somebody gets sick and they go to, like, a doctor's office and they, like, take cops with them. And I'm like, well, you know, this target's after you, so maybe, like, one should be in the room with you. And, like, maybe you should bring more than, like, 2 agents or something like that. Maybe we should bring, like, 4 or 5. And, like, no, they don't. And it's just, like, get attacked in the room. And I was like, so I'm, like, hearing this stuff going on, like, what's going on, this and that, whatever. But outside of those are, like, I'm going to say some of those are nitpicks. Some of those are actually, like, some of those are actual problems. This show improved. And that's all I want to see. When I watch a first season of a show and I go, hey, it's really good, this is like a 7 out of 10, you could have been better. When you improve and you give me, even like that, better action scenes, there's some good car chases. There's a great car chase in the finale with a Mustang. There's some really great action scenes. You do kind of get some foot chases. I think there's a few shootouts. There's one in the finale I know of that I can remember. And you get some really great tension here with some characters, some people betraying stuff, this and that, whatever. You get like my one glaring issue that I would actually say, hey, this is a full, like, outside of a nitpick or something goofy or me joking around, something I actually have a problem with. They have another character. It's Alex Cross's friend, who's also his partner. They have a side plot line where his mom's in jail, his birth mom, and they have this whole thing. They could have removed that from the show. In the finale, I was like, oh, I actually forgot this was going on. It's such an afterthought. I don't know if the book that this one's based on, if that same thing happens. Maybe they remove some scenes. Maybe they're actually being accurate. I don't know. Remove that, because who cares? And like at one point, I almost forget he has a partner, because he just straight up like goes with this other girl and like they team up, and his other partner's just like, I'm gonna find out this, and I'm like, okay, and he just barely shows up like once every other episode, but just to check in, just to let you know he's still there, just like his kids. And I'm glad they cut those jokers. I'm so sorry, but every time in season 1, it would slow it down. They're like, we got a serial killer loose. He's like, go check on Nana Mama. I'm like, what? And we'd have 10 minutes of this and some family. No, that's like the glaring where I'm like, yes. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff Bezos. They cut all that. I'm so glad. Like, you see his kids, you know he still has children. You would see them talk about school. You know they still go to school. It's like they're still characters, but they're not taking up so much of the plot. Thank God. And so, yes, this show is awesome. I love this season. I'm going to give this season an 8 out of 10. And that is mainly because I just really did enjoy the finale. They really, this is personal opinion. For me, they dropped the ball. Did not love that finale. Nitpicks aside, we won't score that so high as far as like, oh, they're being dumb. I get the plot needs her to escape. I'm cool with that. But I'm still going to give this an 8 out of 10. If next season, if they keep with this track record, though, next season could be a 9. We're getting so close to that territory of like, man, this is going to get to be prestige TV. And I really like that. I like that they're listening to the fans. They're listening to like reviews. They're listening to, like, clearly they are, because even like down to like the lighting, like they're changing stuff for the better. Like, oh, I can see your show. It's so awesome. It's awesome. And also keep your villains. Their villains are so good. I love them. I love this new villain. She's so awesome. What a badass that she is. Forced to be reckoned with. And so, yes, with that, be a badass. Like, subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
Press it. Well, let's go press some buttons.